So, we are back with a little bit of MTGO Modern. And let me tell you something. We are playing a deck called Urzabox. Oh, Mord, if you send me your Enigmatic Incarnation deck or post somewhere that I have access to, maybe I'll play that next, because I don't really have another deck locked in. But we're playing Kanister's Urzabox. He played this deck, I believe today, it might have been yesterday. Time is being very strange right now for me. We're back to do some MTG entertainment, since the rest of the world maybe could use a little bit, and that's what I can contribute. I sent my tweet into the universe, and I tagged Kanister, and he said of this deck, quote, "Don't play this deck, it's not worth the play points." We're still going to do it, and we're going to have fun. So what are we playing here? Well, we're playing an Urza Lord High Artificer combo deck with Thopter Foundry and Sword of the Meek. But in addition to that, we're playing 4 copies of Narset, Parter of Veils, as well as 1 copy of Fairy's Puzzle Box, which we can fetch up with Whir of Invention. So other than that, we've just got a reasonable artifact package. We've got Emry, Lurker of the Loch. Kanister has suggested to try playing Mana Leak instead of Metallic Rebuke, since our artifact count is only 15. It's pretty low. We have a reasonable land count in 23. So this is more similar to the blue-black Thopter Sword Urza decks of the sort of previous generation than anything else, except for the secondary combo seems pretty good. In that Narset is a 4 of here that we can pitch extra copies to Force of Negation, and Narset just in general hoses a bunch of decks in the format, anything playing Explorer, Growth Spiral, Omnath, etc. I will be concerned about our matchup against red decks. We got 4 Fatal Push in our sideboard to help us out, as well as 3 Aether Gust, as well as 2 Archmage's Charms, as well as Tezzeret, Agent of Bolus, which can hit us with a big life gain spike. So,
meanwhile,
in a modern league, we are going to enter with Kanister's Urzabox. He says Urzabox. I just finished a new article, which hopefully will make its way onto faithlessbrewing.com at some point this week, about the many moods of Urza, Urza's renaissance, Urza's potential resurgence, just comments on what is going on and what could be going on in the near future. Mord, you've given me a screenshot. I would like any kind of formatted deck list. If you want to export from your MTGO as a .txt or something, because I don't want to have to be typing up a deck list while I'm playing. Or if you've 5-0'd with this list recently, I could probably just grab it from there. Anywho, for anyone who hasn't been paying attention to what's going on in the world at large, it's quite a day, quite a historic day. So, you know, but so I understand if the in-person numbers here on this stream are maybe a bit low. That said, I wanna put this content out in the world. It will last forever on the YouTube, and we all need something to distract ourselves. This hand is pretty brutally slow, but we're on the play. In Modern, by turn 3, we could basically be dead, so I'm going to ship this one. Sounded like I was getting close to keeping it, and that is a fact. I'm going to keep this one. I think I'm going to ship one of these lands, as we are playing a 23 land deck, and I have a Mishra's Bauble into a fetch land here to smooth me out. And we'll have enough time to figure what we're up against before we decide whether or not we want a Thopter Foundry or Mana Leak on turn 2. Opponent mulls to 6. Let's get rockin' and rollin'. Rockin' and a reelin'. Ba-ba-an. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ran. Went to the dance, looking for romance. I saw Ba-ba-ran, so I thought I'd take a chance. Ba-ba-ran, ba-ba-ba. I'm done. Coffee tastes like cigarettes. Oh, I miss cigarettes. Not really. Kind of. A little bit. Not much. Don't smoke, kids. idea. Just like smokiness. I used chipotle peppers and adobo to make some black beans today to go on my fajitas. It was delicious. Spirits. All right, so blue-white spirits pulled a top placement at one of the challenges on the weekend. So I expect that is what we're going to be seeing here. I guess we'll see what they draw. Not loving my Narset or my Mana Leak here, but hopefully their hand is not the nuts and we're able to pull through. Top card is Plains. Okay, they don't play the Plains. That's a good sign. So they have at least 3 lands. They don't need 3 lands, so... Shacklegeist can block only creatures with flying, so this has high flying. Tap 2 untap spirits you control, tap target creature you don't control. Okay, so that's really going to be fairly irrelevant against us here. I'm going to jam a Narset here. The creature that they could have is Mausoleum Wanderer, which can't counter Narset. So we will get the activation off of Narset, and she'll be sort of like a life gain spell. She's going to absorb at least 3 damage next turn, as much as 4 damage. We're digging for Sword of the Meek, or I guess Pentad Prism. On the plus side, we have Whir of Invention, which is going to be 5 CMC to get our Sword of the Meek within the near future here. So that should dodge their spell quellers. They could sack the Mausoleum Wanderer to go after my Whir of Invention, so that's not my favorite. Oh, that's fine, Brian. If you want to get me your list soon. I couldn't find that list that you were talking about and that you posted screenshots of. I couldn't find it anywhere, so that's why I was asking about it. I would not like to be spell quellered here. I haven't played a land yet, so I'm really hoping that they respect the Prism, and they did. So I'm feeling all right here. We could Whir for X equals 2 right now. However, that means we won't be able to get to... okay, I got it. Thanks, man. I think it was General that I had you tagged in. General for the hosts. And then Mord sent me Enigmatic Incarnation. So one of those 2 is my next deck for tonight. I'm not sure which one. All right, so we're gonna take 3 here, and then again I can Whir for 2 and leave 1 untapped. Is that true? Yes, it is. However, does this list have Skydiver, Steel Vial? No, it doesn't. The list is available at !deck here as usual. So even though I could jam my Whir here, if my opponent is smart enough, they could play a Spirit in response and then sack the Mausoleum Wanderer to leak me for 2. So I'm not under enough pressure to worry about it unduly, so we're just going to pass the turn. That's not good. Because their Spell Queller can counter my sword. So I guess I should have seen this coming and upkeep word for it. That said, we can still Whir for... What can we Whir for? Oh, Aether Spellbomb. So I could play the sword, and then they might Queller it, and then we can Whir for Aether Spellbomb and bounce the creature, and then it will resolve. Assuming that they don't have a Scourge of the... or Skyclave Apparition, we'll be okay with this. Okay. Well, that's one way that game could have gone. So let's board out these forces. Let's board out a couple of Narsets and the puzzle box, I think. I'm not convinced that's what I'm doing, but I'm pretty sure I want all the fatal pushes and the Thoughtseize. We don't need Nihil Spellbomb. We do want Tezzerator, I think. Tezzerator! It was a cold black night, a cold black moon. Warren G was on the streets, willing to consume some skirts for the eve. Alright, do I want Thoughtseize? Yeah, I do. Because the thing about Thoughtseize is just like, we're only bringing in 2. Yes, it's a bad top deck, but it's also fairly likely that we'll get to a point where we can cast it. I don't really want these mana leaks. I'm down to 2 Narsets. I could keep the puzzle box, or I could just bring in both of these Archmage's Charms. Which again, like, I'm bringing in Pithing Needle to turn off either Mausoleum Wanderer or Aether Vial. So I don't know if I want Archmage's Charm. If Needle's not that good, keep another Narset and keep a puzzle box. Just bring in 1 Archmage's Charm. This is sort of the important boarding here, getting these fatal pushes and Thoughtseize in here. I don't think that anything else is a big deal. Fear the combo. Well, I mean, Thopter Sword plus, or sorry, Thopter Foundry plus Sword of the Meek is pretty brutal for most creatures. I woke up to quite a shit show on social media and in my country. You are not the only one, sir. You're not the only one. I mean, you woke up to it. I experienced it in semi-real time. Like, once the news coverage had started on it, I was pretty much there with it. Okay, if this was an island, this hand would be a banger. I think I'm going to keep it anyway, but I'm not super sold on my choice here. But we're going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. Don't even worry about it. What do you... Stop worrying. You're worrying. Welcome to the churn. Ain't that the truth? Alright, what do you got on top? Force of Negation. Force of Negation? Wild. Okay, so I guess we gotta hide our Sword of the Meek. Hide your swords. Alright. So they don't have a 3rd land. And they're not drawing it anytime soon. Which is good for me. I'm pretty sure I'm just taking down their Skyclave Apparition, because that's the most problematic card for me for now. Everything else we can kind of deal with. We just need to make sure we hit our next land, get this Emry going. Hey, we hit our next land, we can get that Emry going. Who knew? Who knew? In the wise words of Amos Burton, welcome to the churn. I don't know those words, but I believe you. So they had another cavern, and they have their Shacklegeist. Okay. I would not like to shock myself here if I can help it, so... Force me! Force me! It's gonna be May. Oh, they didn't force. GG, nerd. Gonna bounce yo shit. Gonna bounce it good. We're gonna bounce yo shit. We're gonna bounce it good. What are you gonna do? Play Mausoleum Wanderer and then attack me? What a nerd. Uh-oh. Sure, that's fine. So we're gonna bounce their Shacklegeist with Spellbomb. Just conserve our life total a little bit there. Take but 2 damage. But I cannot realistically Cryptic Command this turn, so we'll just play the Spellbomb again. We're gonna take another 2 damage by bouncing the Selfless Spirit, so they could Force of Negation me here, but I have 3 mana open, so that'd be a pretty bold play. Huh? All right. I mean, they know what's up. They know how this is gonna go. So, and they pitched Wanderer. That makes sense. So they have Spell Queller plus 1 unknown in hand. Unfortunately, this means Ziggy, you don't have to click on the stream. I don't even have follower chat on. I don't ask you people to do anything for me. That's right, I said you people. What are you going to do about it? All right, we're taking 6, so that's not great. But we've got 2 Cryptics in a row. See Emry and you see Urza, I click. You know this. I did not know that about you. I would apologize, but Emryners are sweet. What am I going to do? Just be disingenuous, which the only thing I can definitely say about me is I am a genuine streamer as much as I can be. Cap? Is Cap short for Kappa? Have we gone a level deeper? Tons of DMs about us, about Urza. Are you not a person that I think you are? Who are you? You're not Zach Goldman, are you? Maybe you're Zach Goldman. Okay, so before this enters the battlefield, we're going to tap all their creatures and draw cards. He's 24,601. I don't understand. Oh, no. Oh, there's a Supreme Fan. I wasn't paying enough attention to the fact that its power is bigger because, well, we died. He's 24,601. No, he's Zach. Change your username. Yeah. I don't do. Oh, that's Prisoner 24,601, right? I think you have to say Prisoner, unless you expect the person to understand that it's that. I mean, maybe I just need the more context, and I'm not really that familiar with Les Mis. I'm gonna keep this mediocre hand because we're on the play. Yeah, Zach, I don't deal well with name changes. You will always be Goldman Sachs to me, and that's all you'll ever be. You heard me. Well, for some reason I decided to slam this Polluted Delta, so if I want to put this Aether Spellbomb into play, then we're going to have to take some damage. I agree with you that Narset is bad against spirits, but I had enough other bad things, and Narset is not particularly good, but Narset is a damage sponge. Sponge! Yes, sponge. Oh, here we go. We just take advantage of the... We take advantage of my punt here. Do I want Thoughtseize? Next turn? Yeah, I probably do. I don't love Thoughtseize in this matchup, but it helps. Gotta make sure we sequence correctly here. Oh, thanks, Brian. And I will see you after your dinner. All right. Want to try to roll up to... Want to try to roll up to 3 islands here, so if we can help it. Double Drogskull. Yikes. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm taking the Lord here. Oh, loud. Faced 7 Tron in last 10 games. They did 4 mulligans. 4. Whoa. I have noticed that Tron decks have been snapping off their 7s a lot more often. I don't know what to attribute that to. Like, it feels like the Tron decks always know if I'm on a slow... Yeah, so Ziggy... or Zach! Goldman Zach's. Zach. What, I believe Kanister's pitch was that, yeah, I'm going to call you Zach. I just have to get it into my head that that's who you are. So I believe Kanister's pitch on that was that if you... This deck has a low number of artifacts, and so if you don't have one to kick around, that there's just a lot of turn 2s where you won't be able to Metallic Rebuke, and he was finding that he was, able to get the mana leak more often in a relevant way. So I don't know if that's true. I'm just testing the hypothesis here myself as well. That was 3 lands and Urza off my Narset. Brutality. Yeah, but are you streaming? Yeah, exactly. So my name is accurate until I see other Urza streamers. But more importantly, my name is a criticism of Fran F. Pozlas. So you pilot Mono Blue Tron. I like Mono Blue Tron. I haven't played it too much, but I enjoy Urza. Don't currently have Mana Traders active. That doesn't mean you can't stream. Who says you need to have Mana Traders to stream? Yeah, I mean, I could always run that list by Hummingbird, Radiant Danielle. I would be happy to. I like the concept of Bluetron. Tested the list versus 4-color Omnath and Amulet. They seem pretty good. And slide you some 75s if you want. I'm always happy to see 75s. Always happy. Okay, so we know some of the cards in our opponent's hand. Double Drog Skull Captain is terrifying. They could attack for 6 this turn. Or split 3-3 on Narset versus the rest of my board. This is frankly, their hand was horrifying as long as they hit their 3rd land, which they did. So now we're definitely in some trouble here. Did not expect to whiff with the Narset. I was really hoping we could find one of the 4 fatal pushes that boarded in, because we didn't see any in the last game. So one assumes they were waiting for this game. Alright. They figured out the line of play their semi-unbeatable card? Nope, no they have not. Oh, nope, they did. Mono Bluetron stream. I mean, it won't be today, but it might be later this week. Are they taking down my Narset? Yeah, they are. Makes sense. Well, there's that fatal push I was looking for. So we can bounce the Drog Skull Captain, push the Rattle Chains. That's definitely the best way to go, I think, because then that gives me more room to cast this Narset next turn. Also, I'll be able to get the 3rd land or the 3rd island into play to use Mystic Sanctuary to reset the fatal push, which seems pretty good. Yep. All right. Aether Vial. Good. I like it when my opponent draws bad cards. They got 2 cards in hand. 2. I need to I need to find a way to have a permanent leave the battlefield this turn while I also play Mystic Sanctuary. So we're looking to draw Mishra's Bauble, I guess, would be just about the best card. Darkslick Shore, not quite what I was looking for. So we still haven't found what we're looking for. Yeah, we were gonna draw it anyway, huh? Oh well. All right, this is it's not good. If they have another lord, we could just die, right? Because that'd be 3, 4. Oh no. Oh right, they still have the other Drogskull Captain, and now their creatures have hexproof, and I'm about to go to 1. Yikes. Unless, hopefully they decide to kill my Narset. They do. All right, so we're not going to 1, but we're almost definitely dead here, right? I forgot that I knew one of the cards in their hand was Drogskull Captain because I never killed one. I bounced it once, then they replayed it, and I was like, yeah, that's the second one. And then we died because their whole team has flying hexproof. All right, so yeah, no damnation or anything of that nature, but even if we had it, their Mausoleum Wanderer was going to crush us there. So semi-clunky draw in game 2 got us killed, and then medium clunky draw in game 3 got us killed. Definitely not a great matchup for us in general. Like GDS, Spirits, that nature of deck is going to be a little tricky for this one. We're not quite, I don't know, scrappy and interactive enough. The fact that we won game 1 was a bit of a miracle, so I'll take it. I will take it. What's up, Jiggy Wiggy? Have you seen Brian's deck that we're gonna play next? It's wild. Would I like to play first? Yes, please. Alright, another kind of middling hand, but I'm gonna keep it. No. Sorry, Jake, not while we're going for YouTube stuff. And this Aether Spellbomb's been all about being in play. Opponent, Bro Boat. Bro, your boat. Uh-oh. Womp womp. Maybe they have a Night's Whisper in their hand and they're worried about my Narset, right? Maybe? Anyone? No? Alright, well. Yikes. Spin Urza, hit Luris, feels so good. Yeah, that does sound pretty great. I'm into that. Do I want to draw an extra card here? Yeah, I definitely do. We could draw a Narset, we could draw an Emry, we could draw an Emry, we could draw an Emry. Emry be a good draw. Let's not forget Emry. Hit Engineer Explosives, and our Aether Spellbomb is still in there. We also milled a Narset and a Force of Negation. Womp, womp. Their lack of fetching leads me to believe that this has got to be Death Shadow. Hey, look, a free draw card. Really? Okay. So they know I have Urza, and I think they know about the Misty Rainforest. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to play out this Aether Spellbomb this turn. So the options are, well, probably should have played out the... Thieving on top. Oh, shoot, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, are they playing the... Oh, no. Well, I could sack the Spellbomb in response. So they're on, what is it, Squad Chief's deck? So they have nowhere near enough mana to steal my Emry. Sure. What, they can turn Emry into an artifact with a liquid metal coating. That's the point of their deck. That's what I'm saying. They have nowhere near enough mana to steal my Emry. Yeah, that's literally what I meant, friend. That's what I meant. They don't have anywhere close to 7 mana. Because I'm sure there's people out there who don't know what the deck that they're playing actually entails. Okay, I don't know what their list looks like, but I'm assuming they're playing counter magic. No, okay. Maybe they just don't have room for it. If they try to kill my Urza, I will bounce him. Bouncing Emry, I didn't want to bother with, but Urza I would bounce. Yeah. They could use the Skydiver with a total of 3 mana to steal my Construct, but it'd be a 1/1, so I'm not really worried. K-Com. I mean, it's fine. I can't tap for Force of Negation anymore, but maybe I should have just negated that. I don't know. Yeah, I probably should have. I just kind of wanted it on deck for future turns. Also, I don't know what's up with their mana base that they couldn't fetch blue there. Like, I know they have a blue card in their hand. Like, it's not it's not a mystery. I know you have a blue card in your hand, friend, so I don't know how you're expecting to do anything with this mana base you have right now. I know what I'm gonna do with my mana. I'm gonna cryptic you. Cryptic your face. Emry. He's fine. I'm not saying we shouldn't have Mordekaiser as a guest on Serum Visions, but I'm not saying that, Jiggy. I'm not saying it. I want to hear stories of the trenches. Because I took 5-color Niv to SCG Columbus, and we almost made day two until I hit a draw against Steve Jones? I think that's his name. Oh, yeah, I know. Thanks, Jiggy, for the follow. Hey, it's Larynx Punchworthy. I hope you are somewhere safe, friend. Lousy smirch weather. Thanks for the follow there, Mord. Hey, what if I put that Cryptic Command back on top? I love a 2-for-1. You guys love 2-for-1? 2-for-1 pizza? Is anyone aware that this fugitive wizard of mine is just going the distance? He's just pulling a Hercules. It's just Just singing his song there. I can find my way, and I can go the distance. I love Urza so much. Freaking 1/4 beater. A Brade. Alright. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still have enough to play Force and Cryptic on the next turn. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Jiggy, I don't know if you caught it, but like Kanister literally told me not to play this deck. But I was like, you know what? It's an Urza deck. I've played worse decks. How bad can it be? On Twitter. Kanister was wiser than us. He's trying to save you from yourself. I mean, that's true, but like, I just don't think this deck is that bad. My opponent is playing, in my opinion, a much worse deck. If you want to play Liquid Metal Coating the way that deck is playing it, I truly believe that you'd be better off playing the I can't believe it's not Ponza blue-green style list. But I mean, Squad Chief must be having some amount of success with this list, right? Because people are emulating it, and he's been playing it for multiple days. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It means Squad Chief is a good Magic player. Okay, so I can reset Cryptic at instant speed. I'm really tempted to play this bridge out just to get the mana advantage, but I don't want to hit an artifact. Like I don't want to hit like a construct in a minute and then not be able to attack with it. So if I have to fetch Cryptic at instant speed this turn, I will. Otherwise, we'll just set it back on top, draw it for my draw step, and then next turn we'll take it as a first spin. I didn't mill over a Whir at any point, so alright, well. That's 3 Karns! 3 Karns down, 1 to go. Hey, you guys think this card Mystic Sanctuary is good? Think there might be something to it. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Just it's just a hunch. Draw a card. Oh my god, I drew exactly what I needed. Sick. Sick. Get the fudge out. Boop. Hey-oh. Let's draw Narset. Bang. No. Alright, well, playing Puzzle Box this turn doesn't seem like the biggest ups. So let's just see what I hit on an Urza spin. Oh. Oh my. Well, let's hit a 0 drop. Shit. Ah, so close. If we hit a 0 drop artifact, we've been able to do the thing. Chances are we'll get him next turn with it, but that's such a shame. Listen, we play bad decks here all the time. Kanister said it wasn't worth the tickets, but that's for someone as good as Kanister. This could be worth the tickets on entertainment value for us. Blood Chief's Thirst with Kicker. You got it. Thoughtseize. Ooh! Ooh, good Thoughtseize. Oh, good Thoughtseize. All right, let's draw a Narset. Oh, Geier Reach. Works for me. And Mana Leak. And pass the turn. Tried so hard and got so far. I could sing that better, but I believe the attitude of the folks who sang it really was meant to be whiny. I tried so hard to lose it all.
That's
Yay!
So
They're just like, nah, we're done here. This is not gonna happen. All right, so Thoughtseize is like Something I want to do. And then... So Fatal Push is not great. Maybe Archmage's Charm? The real question is, like, what do I want to cut? I don't... I feel like a Narset. And... I don't know. Man Leak seems really good. I want my delayed gratification now. Wise words. Glory Banger should not be an Urza foil. Like, let's not. Come on, Jiggy. You can't complain about Glory Banger because Skyclave Apparition is around. Skyclave Apparition is the real crime against Urza right now. I think this should be a puzzle box out matchup because I think it's going to be kind of attrition-y. I want the EE. I think we keep the Ambers. I went out a Narset. Maybe I should go out some Emrys because it just feels like everything's going to be super soft to their removal. Although Bloodchief's Thirst is not good against Emry and Fatal Push has to work hard. I definitely want the Force of Negations. Oh, I probably don't need Bridge. And then I guess I don't need Nihil Spellbomb. But this deck is already pretty low on artifact count, so I don't really like going down further. But Nihil Spellbomb is probably not good. It's your delayed gratification. Use it when you need it. Call J.G. Wentworth. Is that a lawyer? Is that like a Lionel Hutz style character in the real life? Is that what I'm looking at? All right, I'll take it out the other Narset because no fly zone, baby. For some reason, Skyclave Apparition does not fly. Opponent snaps off their mulligan. I'll keep this. I wonder if Squad Chief told my opponent in a tweet not to stream that deck. Gotta say, something I didn't think of that is really good for Urza decks is Force of Negation, because Force of Negation lets you not have so many problems with drawing redundant copies of cards. Ooh, opponent had the Soul Read. They were just like, you kept the one lander. I'm taking your Bauble. So now we gotta do that, which is not the best. But we're playing a 23 land deck, so we should be okay. Scourge of the Skyclaves, no flying. Skyclave Apparition, no flying. Maul of the Skyclaves grants flying. See? None of this stuff. No consistency. Brutal. I mean, it's not really a problem. I guess they just take my Emry. Yeah, my opponent at least seems to have a handle on how to use their disruption. Hey, look, I hit that land. If I play Thopter Foundry, they cannot Thieving Skydiver it. They could Skydive my Spellbomb and then bounce their Skydiver and then... Alright, so I'm not jamming this Foundry. I think I'm just going to go EOT, sack the Spellbomb, draw a card, because I'm land hungry right now. I don't really know what else their deck plays, but I know I got to dodge this Karn, and I know that I have to not get wrecked by Skyclave, the Skydiver. They're going to take my Whir. That's fine. I can get it back later. Is this a mirror match? No. First of all, we're not playing Grixis Urza. But... I guess that looks like they're on blue. No, they're on like the Grixis Thieving Skydiver deck that Squad Chief popularized. So you saw us play the I can't believe it's not Ponza green-blue deck, and they're basically that, but in Grixis colors, because they get to play a Braid, they get to play Kolaghan's Command, they get to, so I mean you can see where that's going. It may be a better deck than I can't believe it's not Ponza, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Chase. What if we didn't? Well, that wasn't the land I was looking for, but Thopter Foundry. Want to play my EE on 2 if I can, but I also want to always keep 1 mana open for sacking my Foundry to itself so it doesn't get stolen. A Brade? Sure. Yep, my viewer count's doing just fine, Roy. It's been a good little while for Magic content, so I really wanted to get back out here, even though I, as of a couple hours ago, I really was like, man, I don't want to stream tonight. But then I thought, you know, I do the recordings for YouTube, plus the numbers have been good, you know, and not doing anything wasn't going to get me anywhere, you know. Not doing anything doesn't help anyone. So this is my small contribution to the good of the world. My Sultai Urzalis is sweet. Goose is so good. Yeah, I mean, I have Arceus Dota's list loaded up into my Stream Decker for some point this week, and the 4-color list, he's rocking 4 geese. So, Karn, please, Karn. That's not Karn. Lily, Ashiok. Hey, nice top deck. How you like my top deck? Boom. Definitely want to catch that league. I will do my best to let you know when I'm doing it. The stream version of it's easier to continue running than it is to start running. Oh yeah, 100%. What do you call that? It's blank is a property of matter. Inertia. Bill Nye the Science Guy. No, I was thinking of the specific quote from Bill Nye. Okay. Inertia is a property of matter. I'm assuming what happened there was my opponent realized I was going to play Urza next turn. I don't know what red card they had, but what did we lose to? We got beat by Blue-White Spirits. We won game 1 in a shocking fashion where I just resolved Thopter Sword combo and they immediately scooped on like turn 3. And then turn 2, I had 2 Cryptics in my hand, but I couldn't cast them because they had Mausoleum Wanderer. And game 3, they just they brutalized me with double Drogskull Captain. So the damage was just too much. I mean, it was like, again, game 2 and 3 were both like it was kind of like losing to Taxes, where it's like you barely can't do anything each turn. You're like, oh, if only I had 1 more mana, but like just because it happens every single turn, you're just like, wow, I didn't do anything and I died. We had 1 turn where we activated Narset and we whiffed. It was 3 lands and an Urza. That was not the best. All right, we're on the draw. I'm definitely keeping this hand. We've got Force plus turn 3 Urza, so... So they can take Pentad Prism or Force. I think I'm jamming this. I'll take the mull to 5. I really don't mind. If they had the second discard spell, they had the second discard spell, but Pentad Prism is gas. It's all right. It's all right. Are you merp facing the fact that I forced there? You fill it with mana and you hold it. Okay, okay. No, you're just praising the sweet, sweet Pentad Prism. It's a quality Magic the Gathering card. Fifth Dawn was good to Magic. Fifth Dawn did not have the insanity that was Skull Clamp. So when you know what lands you're going for, in this case I want an island, use the worst fetch that you can to get it, which I did. See what we're up against here? I really hope it's not the same deck that we just played against. What does that command do, Roy? Exclamation point set? Stomp. Oh, sure. Beats me. Just wanted to see if it would do anything. That's fair. That's fair. As we've learned from having the Dan Bopes around for the last little while, there's a lot of commands that do more than we expect. So I'm going to take the Bolt here, but this turn we get to play Urza into Emry, so I'm feeling pretty good. They're not escaping that Crocs anytime soon, so I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Add a blue. We are to play Urza. Putting Construct into play. And make a mana and play Emry. And we are good. We are making many things happen. Look at it go, it's so glorious. I know, I'm sad I had to spend a mana off of it because it's kind of like a Dark Ritual. It's kind of neat.
They came from behind.
Oh, poor Emry. Ooh, man! They just got all the freaking haymakers. Jeez Louise. Alright, well... Huh. Well, better lucky than good, I've heard. Is that the Thoughtseize bug? I think Thoughtseize might be bugged. Urza. Boop. Alright, no attack you for 3. Boop. Just pop them. Pop them on the nose. What are you gonna do? Hit me with the Bone Crusher Giant or the Croxa? Or the Croxa that when it yells at you, it shoots bone. Oh, they had a second Dreadbore. Holy yikes. That's a quality draw. They got Croxa coming in next turn. Luckily, I can reset my Cryptic, so we'll probably be okay. So we're gonna go to 9. We reset the Cryptic. We draw. Well then. Okay. Well, I guess I'm attacking that down, and then I get to have a Cryptic in my hand. This is better, right? I mean, not strictly better, but it's better. Look at the cards. Look at them. Alright, so draw my Cryptic, poink, and kill the Chandra, poink. So what you're telling me, Jiggy, is on Friday night I should just start at like 6 and then just go for like 12 hours playing nothing but oops? So that's what you're telling me? Is that what we should be doing, is telling our opponent to look at the cards? All right, so we're gonna counter draw this just to go up on cards. I think it makes a lot easier for us to potentially win like the next turn. For real. Heyo. I was really hoping they wouldn't have that. I didn't want to say it. I was like, they have 1 mana left. It's going to be Lightning Bolt to kill my construct, but no. Uh-oh. I mean, that'll do. This one seems okay. It's Friday and milestone for something. No, it's just, so on Thursday, we're probably doing a Legacy stream thing. I'm at least going to stream Legacy whilst sort of collecting data for the next episode of the podcast, potentially. So, is it Crocs that punch me? Yeah, so we'll do Legacy tomorrow. And then, so that means Friday's the next day where I didn't know what I was necessarily going to stream. Here comes the Croxa. So I assume they must have main decked Abrades or Culligan's Command, or Angrath's Rampage would be nowhere close to good enough here. So unless they're just doing this for the 3-point burn and they're hoping to chain into enough burn spells to beat me, that is an exceptionally good draw right now. I don't know if I want to down ticket at all. I mean, obviously I do, but it makes it much more vulnerable to lightning bolts, but then it's already vulnerable to Dreadbore, but then they didn't have it. It's really hard to 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm gonna take this Whir. That seems good. Can make Thopters to kill them through our bridge. I mean, the plus side of this is like they have to have a pretty incredible mixture of well, that's a good way for it to start. They had to have a pretty incredible mixture of stuff to beat us here. I mean, that's annoying, but it's not okay. Why not Whir in response? I couldn't, right? I didn't have a third blue. Cookies and milk. Was the 6 of one, half a dozen of the other a creation of your own or a reference? It's not a specific reference. It's a super sort of large scale like that's something a lot of people know, Roy. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Yeah, it's a saying. It's definitely a very widely known saying. I'm not coming after you. I'm just saying like that's definitely not mine. Okay, so I could EE for 2, kill the Croxa, and slow roll enough cards in hand to just kill it. Sometimes people also say a horse is a piece. I've never heard that one. I've heard a horse is a horse, of course. A horse apiece. Okay. I've never heard that. Okay, so I think I'm just taking the E. If I play it on 3, I kill Bridge, Narset, and Moon. So I'm definitely not doing that. Play it on 2. Kill our sweet, beautiful Pentad Prism. I'm going to hold this Mystic Sanctuary in hand because potentially they'll Thoughtseize me or Inquisition if they top deck one. Do it. Come on. Come on. Rats. All right. Sick draw. Thank you, deck. Dr. Nick and the word flammable. How was I supposed to know flammable and inflammable were the same? That's 2 CMC. That's 2 CMC. Hold on, so I can make my construct attack right now. So I'm gonna do it. Goodbye, Pentad Prism. I give my life for the cause. For the Horde! Well, first we'll attack. Put him to 1. Now the real question is if I play my Urza, I stop myself from being able to attack with my constructs. So we're just not casting Urza this turn. We can cast it next turn if we have to. But I have Force to beat their removal. Like, Urza would just kind of beat itself here. And I just don't want to see Urza beat himself. I'm not into watching Urza beat himself. Alright, so we got Aether Gust, we've got Fatal Push. Probably Tesserator. And I don't think I want Archmage's Charm in this matchup because they're going to cut my mana. I think I definitely want less Narsets and probably no puzzle blocks. Yeah, I wonder about that too, Roy. I mean, if their deck's intelligently constructed, probably not. But then again, there's no guarantee of this. Okay, I think I'm probably supposed to board out Cryptic. Anything worth needling. Nothing that we saw. Oh, actually, yeah, Magmatic Channeler, right? Magmatic Channeler. If it doesn't have Threshold, yeah. I definitely want the Nihil Spellbomb. I think maybe the Aether Spellbomb could go. I mean, I like Aether Spellbomb, but I should probably just pull out Mana Leak for Aether Gust here, and then we're good to go. Nihil Spellbomb's a must-have against the Croxa deck, so not tussing that guy. We've got Aether Gust to deal with Blood Moons. I don't love ditching Cryptic here. I kind of want to keep Cryptic over Narset, but it's like infinitely less castable. I could also see cutting Emry here because Emry dies to literally a Stiff Breeze. But I never want to cut Emry. She's just too good when she like sits there on the battlefield. Like, it happens from time to time, even against heavy removal decks. It also helps tax their removal for eventual Urzas. Yeah, it doesn't do that. No. The card keeps all of its other text, which is one of the interesting things about Tezzeret, is you can like make a Thopter into a 5/5 flyer. All right, I mean, we're definitely keeping this against that deck. The Whir is not very good here. In my new article, oh, Roy, do you want to help proofread my new article? I'll send it to you on Facebook. Yeah, only if you want to, obviously, if you have time. You'll try? Roy, you'll succeed. Like, at minimum, you could tell me, hey, this grammar sucks. Stop being a nerd. Oh, also, I looked at that, or I looked at the link for that game that you sent me. I didn't look at the game too much, but it definitely looks up my alley. Bob, huh? Man, how the hell am I ever gonna deal with that? What a sick juke. Oh, Bobby. Imagine playing Bob in 2021. This is not the only opponent I've seen who's registered Bob. Bab. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. No! God bless it. All right. Oh, why couldn't it be Inquisition? Ah! Oh, they didn't take it. Sure. Wild. All right. Oh, I should have played the Mystic Sanctuary that turn. Shoot. Yeah, I guess Bolt plus Channeler will deal with the Tezzeret. Ooh, that's a yikes. Hey, Roy, I found something in Needle. Stop Deck an Island. I mean, that's the plan. so I guess I won't fetch. Bang. 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 Close enough. Close enough. So we're just gonna whir, right? For Needle. Nothing else actually makes any sense here. Whir for Needle, call the Chandra, dodge next turn, play Urza, play Tezzeret. We can also reset the whir next turn. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We gotta do a little dodging here, but if you can dodge a Blood Moon, you can dodge a Channeler. What sort of artifact removal do they usually play a Braid Kit Com? I would say a Braid is the most likely. Discards Blood Crypt. Grabs Cling to Dust. I do not care. Take my whir? You can take my whir. Takes my whir. Fair enough. Has a land. Doesn't keep it in hand for the Channeler. No. Not worth their time. All right, do I want to reset this Aether Gust? Yeah, I think so. So if I'm playing Tezzeret this turn, we'll play Tezzeret plus to draw a card, possibly a 1-mana artifact, and then okay, cool. Tezzeretas! No, thanks. Thanks. You know what? Didn't want to draw an artifact there anyway. It's the second time this league we've plussed a Planeswalker, or sorry, we've activated a Planeswalker. You're gonna claim that? Oh, I guess you get to draw a card. Fair enough. Okay. Now I see why they did the thing. On the flip side, it means that this is never getting big. So, I guess they could draw a Dreadbore now, or something of that nature. Not terribly concerned, but EE on 1. Okay, that was unexpected. Flips another Magmatic Channeler. Probably just shocks me. Yikes. And we lost the Aether Gust that would have given us a different out to Chandra. Okay. I would really like my Tezzeret not to whiff this turn, please. I would like to draw Engineered Explosives. That's not bad. Not great. Not bad. I'll take the Bauble. Any order. Bauble. Oh, this gets me back my Needle in theory. Although they could just minus the Chandra to kill my Emry, but that's not the end of the world. Emry triggers. Fire off this Bauble because I do have instant speed interaction I can play on their turn and pass the turn. We milled the Sword of the Meek too, so we're actually really close to comboing here. And there's a Whir in my graveyard, and that will help me draw it. Good evening, Duke. Oh, what's up? This is Victor, right? Ah, I forgot they... Oh, no, that was the Cling in the graveyard, because they don't have enough of a graveyard. All right, cool. So, could have been worse, could have been better. All right, sure. They didn't get rid of my Pithing Needle, though, and they can't yet. Oh, they have one card in hand. They could... Oh, my God. Kolaghan's Command. Brutal. No, yeah, they're just flipping into the insanity. Yeah. Jeez. Woof. Oh my God. I forgot that Chandra was a kill for Urza. Just totally forgot because there was no way that they were going to be able to get out of that. And then they did. All right. So they've exiled my sword. That Jesus. Tezzeret has been really unimpressive. Good Lord. All right, I guess we know now why nobody plays that card anymore. I mean, it's a bit unfair, but at the same time, it really doesn't feel like it is. I loved you. Why you gotta do me like this? Oh, also, I probably should have proactively reset my Whir. Flips Nihil Spellbomb. Good gravy. So not only could they already cling me, but now they have a Nihil Spellbomb sitting in play. You're a staunch supporter of a billion artifacts. I am aware of that. I've seen your artifact piles. They usually have. Good lord. This is unreal. This is not. I don't. They had EE for Pithing Needle off the top. Then they've hit 2 Kolaghan's Command. I mean, they're flipping extra cards, but still, Jesus. And what are they shocking? Me? They're not just disrespecting Tezzeret here. Because I have 0 artifacts in play, so I guess... Oh, their Chandler just became 4/4. Cool. I'm done. I'm done. That was not an okay game. Jesus Christ. They just flipped insane cards there. All right. I think I might want Thoughtseize. Not really. No, we just need our opponent not to be like exactly that lucky in exactly that sequence. Because like plenty of the cards they drew there were not going to be anywhere near as devastating if they were in a slightly different order, but they had the nuts. All right, seems good. Mulls to 6, mulls to 5. Boosh. There's no way they mull to 4. I'm not that lucky. Suddenly in game 3, it turns out they're on green Tron. Oh no, a Thoughtseize. This was totally unexpected. Take my Emry. I'm guessing they have Thoughtseize and Bob, or Thoughtseize and Magmatic Channeler. Maybe a Blood Moon? I don't know if they kept the Blood Moons in. I guess we'll have to find out, but I'm not sure if I would if I were them, but I'm not. I don't know. I mean, the way they were boarded for last game seemed pretty good, so... Takes the Emry, so it might be a little bit light on removal. I'm probably gonna aggressively cycle this Nihil Spellbomb. We'll see what they play here. Croxa? Chandler, sure. They know what's coming, but listen, opponent, if you're okay with this, I'm okay with this. Okay, we'll pass to my turn. If we don't draw land, we fire off the Spellbomb to try to draw land. Removing 3 cards from their graveyard is not bad at all. Yikes. That is most assuredly not a land. We are playing 23 lands, so we should hit here fairly soon. Sure. Chandler number 2 is acceptable. Land. 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 Good. Love it. Like it. Love it. I would like some more of it. I think that's fair to say. That's fair to say. Chandra me, baby. Triple black. Liliana? So we're to discard Aether Gust and then Needle it? Sure. It's not my favorite, but sure. Boop. Opponent discards. Season Pyromancer. Good discard. Good discard. Land. 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 Yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do, Brian. That was the exact plan. question I want to ask myself is, how much do I think that I need black mana if I get Blood Mooned? Because I kind of would prefer to have 3 islands for a Mystic Sanctuary. Although I guess I don't really have anything that good in my graveyard. Yeah, alright. If they Blood Moon me, I want to have black mana. Want to have access to Tezzeret. So I could use Urza to tap this Mox Amber for mana, or I could tap the Mox Amber for mana because Urza's in play. So many choices. These modern decks are hard, man. These modern decks are hard. Yeah, I think I'm just generally like not worried about if they do have a Blood Moon and they cast it. I'll be like, eh. Kind of hoses you just as much as it hoses me at this point, so I'm not really worried. Also, I'll be able to spin Urza, so it's like having black mana is almost definitely the right choice. Oh my god. I was really, I just didn't, I couldn't say anything there because I was like, they're going to have the K-Com, right? Just totally eat me alive. But I didn't want to say it. All right, Narset makes this alive. It doesn't matter what I pick here because they have a Liliana, and I didn't realize that because I just jammed. I suppose, depending on what the last card in their hand is, it could matter. But they get to see what it is, so I'll take the castable card. There's no point in bluffing. They get to see what it is anyway. I should not have minus the Narset for a bunch of reasons there. Thoughtseize me? Pithing Needle. Good lord. Name Liliana. Do it. Narset. Fair enough. Their draws have been insane. I guess mine was pretty okay too. They mulled to 5 though. I don't know. This feels pretty awful. Oh my god, they had another card too. Prevented from drawing a card. Yes. Narset's still doing work. Still doing work. Makes me discard. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna top deck the hotness. Bang. Nope. Well, definitely feeling in trouble. Their Kolagon commands were just insanity. All right, let's top deck another Urza. Bang. We got 3 more of them. I literally can't gust anything. Well, shoot. Hopefully they draw a red spell. Now I can untap Narset. That is true. Could also untap Liliana. Oh yeah, please. Kroxa, please. Just anything, I don't care. Blood Moon? Give me a reason to believe. Kolagon's Command. Yikes. They put it on top. No kidding. Great card, great card, great card. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, man. I guess they can't use their Kolagon's Command for supremely terrifying card advantage here. They literally just passed it. Oh, they're going to draw stem me. I really hope I draw an instant. Force of Negation. Oh, this is really painful. Getting junded out. I don't know if it matters what I draw anymore. I think it's too late. Well, they don't draw any cards, so that was good. But Liliana's in 6. Not so good. I mean, But I can't spin him. They could edict me. I mean, I'm not dead yet. Just in real bad shape. All right. I guess it's time for one of those games that progresses past the Liliana ultimate point. Unless they drew like Dreadbore, Fatal Push. It's gotta be Fatal Push. Another Kolaghan's Command. Oh, white mana? Tap white mana. I can't. I can't keep up with that. What am I supposed to do? They plus Liliana. Unreal. Okay. Let's draw removal? No. So now they get to Liliana Ultimate without punishment. And still do that. Oh, I've got a 3/3 construct now, though. So I get to attack Liliana and keep the construct, so... Not the worst. Not the worst. We're still kind of in this. Kind of, maybe. I mean, they're gonna Liliana ult here, and they'll have the mana to make spirits, so... Elementals, sorry. We'll see how they split this Liliana. Alright. I choose a pile and sacrifice... Hold on, I need to read this. That player sacrifices all permanents in the pile of their choice. So the pile you choose is the pile you sack. So they're either putting me on almost no mana or... I mean, yeah. Sack all my lands. Do not care. If you have the right combination of removal here, I'm boned. If not, might be okay. We have a lot of mana, despite the slimness of this pile. It's not the worst top deck in the world. Okay, we can attack into Liliana here. They could make 2 elementals. They're gonna start aggroing my Narset with that. I don't really mind. Yeah, sure. You gonna chump block for a couple turns? Really? Okay. I guess next turn they chump block, and then the turn after they can sack their Liliana to Edict. Which is not the end of the world for me. So I'll take it. I still have a Watery Grave in my deck, so... Can I just voice my feeling that I'm totally shocked that this game is somehow still going? Not Croxa, not Croxa, not Croxa, not Croxa, not Croxa. Whew. Croxa would have been more than a little terrifying there. Alright. 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 Good things are going to happen. Urza off the top. Bang. Right now. Geier Sanitarium. Not bad. Not the worst. I will take it. I will take it. We're gonna hit him on draw step. See how you like it. See how you like it. Bet you gonna like it. Bet you gonna like it. No, I guess we should just end of turn them with it. Doesn't really make any sense to draw step them with it, especially if they have a Liliana in play, because if they put themselves on 0 cards, they end up blocked. Oh, they're gonna have a backup Liliana, huh? Well, I mean, I can't. I have no counterplay for that. I could have made them discard one of the 2 cards, but this is backup Liliana. Oh my god. Oh my god! Brutal! Holy crap, dude! Unreal. Add red? What if I made you discard the last card in your hand? Huh? Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, obviously it was gonna die, but Brutal. Discard Seasoned Pyromancer. I mean, I guess I'm happier that that went down that way, but we have to deal with this Chandra somehow. Alright, so I keep the card in my hand because... But they still get to draw a card per turn because of the Chandra. Insanity. I mean, we could get to a point of dealing with it, but jeez. Well, I don't know what I can whir for, but whir definitely seems like it's hope. Holy crap. Well, let's hope they try to draw a card with it now. No, they don't. Okay, good. We haven't lost our Sword of the Meek this game yet. Yeah, Foundry is what we're going to go for. It doesn't seem like fantastic, but it will pick off the Chandra in a reasonable fashion. My guess is they're going to draw with this Nihil Spellbomb at my end step. There's nothing I really want to do about that. Yeah. Okay, which means I don't have to draw step Narset them because they have enough mana that it's just not relevant anymore. Not enough mana. They have an extra card in hand, so they can keep whichever the two that they want. So the draw step Narset Loch thing doesn't matter right now. Okay. Yeah, she did her duty. She did her duty. Thank goodness. Oh, I didn't tap my Mox Amber. I should have done. Doesn't end up mattering, but I should have done it. Okay. Yeah, we can still basically just top deck this sword and be in reasonable shape. We lost the Pithing Needle on that Nihil Spellbomb, though, which is not my favorite. It's Polluted Delta. Okay. So, we got something going for us. Sack the Prism. If I draw Emry, I can sort of get something going here. Bauble's not the worst. Can't believe this game. This game is freaking unreal. I think I want to turn the Bauble into a Thopter here, so... Not drawing a card with it seems okay. Holy crap. So that's going to hit Thopter Foundry. So... Yeah, I think I sack Amber... Sack Bauble to draw a card. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to leave this Thopter Foundry in play in case I draw my Engineered Explosives. Or if I should just go all aggro. All aggro, I don't know. I feel like all aggro is the way to go in this matchup. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure we'll find out in a second. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna name Geier Reach, I guess. The 3 Thopters is a lot different than 2. So, see what they name here. Be interesting to see if they hit EE. Mishra's Bauble. Fair enough. Fair enough. Last card was a land. Alright, alright. Feeling good. Feeling good. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, Thopters. Hooks a left on 2-1 and Lewis. Get in there. Say, let's do this. So these Seasoned Pyromancer tokens are not going to kill me very quickly, and they can't block. So I'm really just not worried about them. I'm at 18, so they're introducing a 9-turn clock. Even if Chandra... Oh, they're using Cling to Dust. And they exiled my Thopter. Okay, I should have been paying more attention to the fact that they had a Cling in their graveyard. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, Black Cleave. I have no idea what could be taking them so long to cast. Oh, Cling. No. I should have done this on the last one, but whatever. Oh, I couldn't do it anyway, actually. Because I played River of Tears this turn. On the turn you play River of Tears, it will tap for a black, even if it didn't see itself enter the battlefield. So I couldn't do the thing I was talking about anyway, so it's a good thing I didn't, or I would have received a game rule violation. All right. I mean, the EE is not... It's not awful here. I'm almost tempted to play it for 0, but I guess, in theory, I could draw a Narset and then be able to activate it. Did we hit another Narset somewhere along the way? Or do we still have one in the deck? Looks like we still have one in the deck. Alright. Alright, this is it. It's Black Cleave. They gotta start killing Thopters, or Chandra's toast. Balls. That's so good. Seasoned Pyromancer is very good Magic the Gathering card. Alright, well. No K-Com. No K-Com. Oh, they're bringing back elementals here. That's their plan. I guess that's fine. Okay. All right, deck. We still have 2 Urzas. No. 1, 2, 3. So will Geier reach here in response? There are 4 drops in my deck that I can hit that will not be discardable, and there are lands. So we could end up going up a card here. I know giving my opponent the free loot is probably not the best idea, but I still think it's better than just eating the guy or eating the Inquisition here and then having to mill ourselves for one. Obviously, we don't actually mill ourselves. Yeah, there we go. So now I could top deck the last Urza. I think there's one more, and then we'll be able to cast it. Yeah, there's one more Urza, there's 2 more Emrys, there's 1 more Narset. Alright, opponent. Alright. No, I'm good. I don't need to see any more. Jesus. Well, we were very scrappy through the Liliana Ultimate, so that was a damn good match. They had some absolute insane draws, so, you know, it was, you just can't beat that. Okay. Calyx, exiling Wildered Wreck is my new kink. Calyx. Oh yeah, I guess so. We'll keep this on the play or on the draw. Arbor Elf. Well, this could be bad. But we're equipped with Force of Negation, so maybe. Pretty sure you mean DJ Calyx. Oh, man. I really want to force this. I don't know what to be afraid out of the green. When they play Garrick here... Oh, red. Okay, so they are on green-red. Fair enough. If I get Bloodbraided here, that's on me. It's on me. I don't know why I was like, oh, it's some kind of mono-green nonsense deck. Please Blood Moon me. Not Bloodbraid. Leave 1 mana. Chandra. I mean... I guess I'm exiling Urza here. Why didn't I force it? Because I'm a bad player, and when I played leagues, I'm loose and masochistic. I don't know, I'm just always so curious when I run into those situations. Like, the Forest Sprawl was so unexpected by me that I was like, oh, it's something cool. They're gonna play Mono Green Devotion, and I'm gonna have to, you know, deal with some other cards, and letting them resolve the Sprawl is not as bad as, you know, yeah. No, I mean, I had a reason, but most of the reason there was just being like, oh, sick. Gonna see some sauce, and I gotta let them do their thing, otherwise I don't get to see what they were doing, you know? That's seriously, like, that's where I was at. That's what's going through my head sometimes. I think we 5-0'd one time, Roy. Did we 5-0 one time where I was against As Foretold, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let this As Foretold resolve. I wanna see if they can win this game with it, and we did win. That was bullshit. It was fantastic, sir. Listen, it was great. It was great. Am I actually worried about this? No, well, if I don't mana leak now, I'm probably not going to in the future, so. It was a great, as far as I remember, it was actually a quality match. All right, that's a better draw than casting Ensnaring Bridge here. So I'm pretty sure I'm just jamming this Narset and trying to impulse. I guess at this point I am really hoping that I don't get bopped by Pentad Prism. Yes, please. Blood Moon. But I guess the Pentad Prism will help me dig out, so could be okay if we get Blood Mooned. So they have 6, 7, 8 mana? Good lord. Double Blood Blade. Bone Crusher! Alright. Do you have a follow-up 1 damage? What are you gonna do? Attack with an Arbor Elf? Hey, can you believe this guy? Tooth and Nail. Oh, it would have been so good. It's 9 to entwine it, though. You can't cast it without entwining it. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, Brian. Our next deck is a Tooth and Nail deck. I mean, I'm not saying, but I might be Super Saiyan. As long as it wasn't Plow Under. Flower is quite the deck. Or quite the card. I remember when I played Plow Under and Black-Green Cloud in Standard to beat up on Tron. So that's not the land I wanted. Am I playing Pentad Prism into Thopter Foundry? I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah. This means I could play Urza next turn. So this taps for blue. Tap this for white just because I can. Play the Thopter Foundry. Oh, I can make a Thopter this turn if they have a could whir for 1, 2. Yeah, but that wouldn't help me. But it will next turn. So we play Urza, and then I have 1, 2, 3 artifacts, so we could whir for 0. But I could play Urza into Bridge this turn. which seems real good against that deck right now. I don't know exactly what Ponza decks look like right now. Kind of hoping to dodge Tranquil Thicket. Okay, so they're slower than they used to be. That's for damn sure. I'm sure they're playing Ren and 6. Called shots. Called shots. Not saying. Just saying. Wrong Tranquil Thicket art, though. That's, it's definitely a punt from my opponent. Playing the wrong Tranquil Thicket art is not, it's not a quality choice. Forecasting your misery. I'm not afraid of this Ren and 6. I've almost got the combo kill. I'm worried about pillage, is what I'm worried about. For a lot of reasons. Goes to combat, sure. Attacks for 4. Alright, I'll be back in 1 second. I just gotta check on. I heard something. Alrighty then. No, everything's okay. The laundry room is not being flooded. I thought it might have been, but... Cycles another Tranquil Thicket after combat. Perplexingly. Alright, what do you got? Nothing, huh? Alright. Well, that's a really good draw. Hello! Urza. Lord High Artificer. I don't know, Ensnaring Bridge. Whee! Come at me, Arbor Elves. I think we might be winning. Although Bolt plus Ren and 6 ping can take me down in my Urza, so... This bridge comes with a rebate. And if you order now... What was I making the joke about the other day? I was referring to someone that when Dr. Nick is selling Spiffy, and he has to sweeten the pot, he's like, we'll sell you 6 bottles of Spiffy, the applicator gloves, and the state of Kansas Jello mold, and it's a rectangle. And I was hitting him with the there's a whole bunch of rectangular and square states. Mostly resulting from the Louisiana Purchase, the most famous of which I think is Wyoming, which is a square. And I was referring to something else as being shaped like the state of Kansas. Because he's not practicing in Toronto. I did love in the very first appearance of Dr. Nick, which is also the first appearance of Lionel Hutz. There's a great line, which is, Mrs. Simpson, you're not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. The only one who's even close to a doctor here is this man. Hey, they're going to do the thing. All right. Well, we're still going to put together the Thopter Sword combo, so we should be in good shape. And we still have an Ensnaring Bridge down, so I'm really not worried. Okay, you can ping him now. Oh, a fresh red and 6? Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Stomp. Or that. Fair enough. I don't know anything about Stomp. I think there's trash can lids. Bloodbraid? Pyromancer. Sure, sure. Man, I mean, they are generating a lot of value over there. It's a quality sequence. If they have main decked artifact removal, I'm somewhat worried, but I guess we just wanted it more. Trigger. I don't know, kill you? Everybody? And so this is the all Narsets and Puzzle Box out matchup, I think. Definitely want Gusts, no Mana Leaks. We might be able to keep like 2 Narsets. I think Fatal Push and Thoughtseize seem good. Charm seems okay. Don't really need Nihil Spellbomb. It does wipe out Seasoned Pyromancers out of the graveyard, but I'm not terribly concerned about that. And I kind of want Tezzerator. You get to keep the Cryptics in this matchup, I think. So let's yank out these Archmage's Charms. And then how hard is producing blue bin? I mean, not hard, but we have not been successfully Blood Mooned yet. Like when they on turn 3, incredibly hard, but we don't whir on turn 3, right? Like the only way you whir on turn 3 is if you have like, it doesn't happen. That's the reason these decks are playing like largely like 2 whir, is you don't want to whir on turn 3. If you wanted to whir on turn 3, you'd play more whirs. That hasn't really happened since the days of Mox Opal. So turn 3 we're not really about it anymore. Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the reason. I'm keeping Cryptic. Yeah. I'm keeping Cryptic instead of bringing or keeping 2 Narsets, because I'm not as worried about producing blue here. For whatever reason. Oh, it's because they don't have discard. So it's harder for them to attack my my long game plan. I think I'll just pull out a Thoughtseize, because after the first couple turns, Thoughtseize is going to be pretty dead. It's not great. And there's only 2, so like if we draw it early, we get lucky. It's fine. I almost want to just bring in 1 Archmage's Charm. Archmage's Charm. All right. Well, it's not bad, but and turn 1 EE against their deck's actually pretty good. If they have all their Arbor Elves and all their Utopia Sprawls. Yeah, we're 1 and 2, and we are up a game against Panza. Green-red Panza. Keeping this slightly speculative hand, but knowing we're playing a 23 land deck makes it less sketchy. No elf. Okay. So I definitely want to turn that into a basic next turn. I suppose what I should do is hedge around drawing even more basics by playing this one out. I want to Emry next turn, so this is why I'm playing the Engineered Explosives here. I'm not convinced it's the right choice, but I definitely want to be able to... They just... Okay, I was going to say, they have Nature's Claim? No, they're cycling. I got it. There's the elf. Into my EE. Interesting choice. Okay. Weird. Yes, more than a little. Well, I mean, they missed their land drop. No, I'm not gonna get them, Brian, because yeah, it's just they don't have red mana. They're actively playing. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Probably have sprawls in hand. I guess so. You didn't mean pop it. Okay, you meant just beat them in general. No. I got you. Well, what I want to do here is play Emry, but that's exceptionally vulnerable to them being like Sprawl, Arbor Elf, Lightning Bolt, or even Sprawl into... No, it's not vulnerable to Sprawl into Wrenn and 6. They must have a Wrenn and 6 in their hand. No, you know what? I should just pop this EE. I really should. I think I'm overcomplicating things. No, I would only play... The card I would play is either Pentad Prism or Emry here. Because next turn, I can play EE on 1 and pop it again, assuming that they don't have a land. Maybe I should just play the Pentad Prism. Prism and Emry? Yeah, I kind of like that. I bleed 1 mana off the Pentad Prism, but that's okay. Pay 0. Black, blue, applied. So okay, got it. Yeah. You like the EE line? I like this one. I really do. Yeah, we still got turn 3 Tether. So it just depends on exactly how nuts their hand is once they sort of unlock it. Ours is still very solid, so... Oh, no, but I couldn't... All right. Scoos? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. So, can we pop the EE on 1, play the EE on 2? Yeah, turn 3 Tezzler, it's super tempting, but I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to kill their elf and then put an EE into play on... Yeah, they missed their land drop twice now. So this game is largely over, I think. We're definitely killing the elf, and I think we just play out the EE on 2. They'll never see it coming. Yeah, that's good. Emry didn't have anything else to do anyway. Now if they have a Wrenn 6 that they're trying to get to, it's not going to go so well for them. The E's going to kill my Pentad Prism, but that's okay, because I can just replay it next turn anyway. Concession? Bet they're really regretting cycling that Tranquil Thicket early. That was not a wise choice, apparently. Cycling was sketch. Yeah, more than a little. So we can check what's on top of their deck. Okay. Wrenn and 6. That's not getting you out of this. So we're going to boot up our Pentad Prism and hit them in the face. Since I cannot get a basic, I'm just not going to. Hello. I guess then I have nothing to block for Tezzeret, so I got to chump with Emry. So maybe we should just draw. Draw seems good. Could hit another Bauble. Oh, Mox Amber's fine. Any order. Play to Max. Max plays the Engineered Explosives. Can you animate the Prism? I could have done. I can no longer do so, but it's fine. No, it's a -1. Because this card was printed at an era where Planeswalkers were of a reasonable power level. They'll be able to attack with their Scoos for 3 this turn. Oh, hey, we won! All right. So we're 2 for 2. I mean, that wasn't really... that really wasn't much of a game. They cycled their early Tranquil Thicket, and boy, howdy was that quite the ballsy choice. Quite the ballsy choice. Listen, we've all been there. We've all gone, this hand is going to be great. We're going to draw into lands. It's going to be tremendous. And then, so often, it is not. Oh, let's load in... yeah, I missed my window. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The next deck we're playing is Absolute Insanity. BSK Hercules. I wonder if he put the Glad in Gladiator. Okay. His hand's kind of sketch, but if I start hitting lands, it'll be great. If we are, in fact, against Tron, it's not a good hand, but here's hoping. Oh, also, if anyone else wants to engage in an experiment about internet saltiness through Moto, I've got the one and only Cave Dan, who's decided to sign up for the Mana Symbol Club of start off every match by saying, hey there, comma, good luck and have fun, and watch the saltiness wash away. You know, just watch this. Okay, Steam Vents, shocked. So, probably a control deck. It's probably not Storm. If it is Storm, Aether Spellbomb bouncing their creature next turn is about as good as most other forms of interaction we could have. And if it's a control deck, I'm not super worried. Then I really want to hit my land for the Narset, assuming that they... Okay, so they had a Bolt there, I guess. And they were looking for Emry to kill. Could be Teamer Uro pile. Could be a lot of stuff at this point. Alright, I'll shock. One good shock deserves another. Draw. Well, it's great once we hit the third land. It's really good once we hit the third land. It'll be so good when we hit the third land. Don't Growth Spiral. Don't do it. It's not good. It's not good. All right. It's like Teamer Uro. Please play an Uro. I would love to mana leak it. Sick. Land. Is there justice? I was so ready for another Narset. I was so ready to draw another Narset there. All right. Mill 4 spells over. Okay. Cryptic Mana Leak Urza Force. Well, I guess they know what we're up to now. Not that there should have been any question by this point, but you know. Yep. Well, I guess we're not playing any more Magic, really. Also have the Bolt? They do? They do. Well, that's not good. I do have mana leaks in my deck, so we should fire this off now. Factor Fiction. Oh, Lord. Oh, great. Well, I drew that land I wanted. Sure. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to play the Factor Fiction. And potentially something else. Alright, so this game went badly. Oh my god. I don't think there's a way you can win with these piles. Oh, I guess putting the Cryptic in the pile they wanted to take, yeah, that was not a good choice. All right, well, we could just be done here. I'm not winning that game. I'm not winning that game at all. No growth spiral, no problem. All right, so Thoughtseize in seems good. No Nihil Spellbomb seems okay. I don't think that I want Aether Gust. It's not really the axis on which we're gonna be fighting this. Okay. Take one EE out because I'm only bringing one Spellbomb. And take an Aether Spellbomb. Feels like the rest of my deck is pretty good, but I guess I should take out Force of Negation. And then Bridge. Because if I'm dealing with an Uro in this kind of matchup, I feel like we're already in trouble. I've liked Pentad Prism quite a lot when we draw it. So I'm wondering why it's a one of. Doesn't seem right. But whatever. 13 artifacts. Or maybe I should be boarding out some Whirs here, because we'll just have time to slow roll to whatever we need. No, I mean I don't disagree with you, Brian. It's just, you know, there's only so much room in this deck for all the packages we want to play. No, I mean, listen, I'm in that club too, and that's why I loved playing the decks where we just got to play nothing but like the only interaction was in the form of permanents that were also artifacts, right? Like, I really enjoyed playing this deck. So they snapped off their 7. So if they have the Bolt here, I'm going to be pretty upset. Because my hand is not great. No Mystical Dispute, no Bolt, please. 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 Alright. We'll wait until they fetch. Unless they don't fetch. Wait, I can't do that. Alright, let's see a useless card. Nature's Claim on top. I am not worried about that card. Do not fetch. Oh, they fetched. Alright. Oh, boy. Alright. Maybe we'll rip Force Negation? Nope. That's a good card. These are the matchups that make Urza feel god-awful as a deck. But we're kind of getting there. They didn't have the immediate removal for my Emry, which is like mind melting. So, and this is, if not the exact kind of situation, one of those situations where Kanister's idea that playing Mana Leak here is fairly frequently going to be as good or better. I'm gonna let that resolve. Then playing Metallic Rebuke is definitely, I think it definitely has some legs. Oh, I should have bobbled on my turn. Shoot, I was really hoping they would force the Wilderness Wreck. I mean, I'm still drawing 2 cards per turn, so I'm not Not in any kind of Force of Negation on top, sure. One of the nice things about this deck is that Urza is a creature as one of your prime threats. So we get to dodge Force of Negation all over the place, which is nice. Okay, so because I'm ahead on all sorts of different metrics, I already knew that was there. I'm just gonna hold this Urza. I'll bottle myself here. Why not? We definitely want to draw the maximum number of cards here in case I have to get into a fight. Let's fighting love. Oh, what was on top of my... Oof. Thoughtseize. Oof. Don't love that, but definitely going to counter this Cryptic. And I have Nihil Spellbomb to draw another card if I need to. So... Oh, that's a card. Alright, I'm just good to draw here. And then I'm setting up a Mystic Sanctuary now. This might be a Thoughtseize rebuying game. No, it's not. At least not right now, it isn't. Might be able to clear the way for an Urza here, too. We can clear the way for Urza, fetch into Archmage's Charm, and then draw the Archmage's Charm, so... Really? Fair enough. Alright. So do I reset Archmage's Charm and then jam Puzzle Box here? That seems insane. No, I think. Because of the way I tapped, I can't Spellbomb Cantrip on their turn. So I think we'll just reset the charm, draw the charm. Let's fighting love. Alright. Bang. And on top you have a forest. Alright, when my opponent cracks a fetch, I'm gonna just go, hey, listen, if you need a forest, just draw the top card. Just flip the top card over, put it into play. Just do it. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be like, wow, how did you know? Does not crack. Huh. So they are drawing the forest. They are not drawing the forest. So they saw that I screwed up. They saw that I screwed up with the Nihil Spellbomb. No, they didn't. Huh. I was really expecting them to get a Mystic Sanctuary there and then top the... Alright. I have to let this go because 4 mana is just too dangerous. Emry did some good work this game. I'm not concerned. We're going to go end of turn, draw 2. If they Factor Fiction or something of that nature in response, not going to be super upset about it, especially with Nihil Spellbomb on deck. Remand is fine. Okay. Good draw. Good memoirs. Not great memoirs. Good memoirs. I don't know, Urza. Remand. So they could have another Force of Negation here. I'm okay with that. Oh shit, the charm is in my hand. Oh well. Still want a mana leak on top at this point. Force me? Concession. Wow. Okay. I'll take it. Going to game 3, folks. Going to game 3. Yeah, I'm cutting the Whirs for Force of Negations. I feel like that has to be right in this kind of matchup. I know we have a bunch of silver bullets, but I'm just not going to worry about it. I'll even go down the last EE because it's basically irrelevant. So I think this is exactly how I want to be sideboarded. It feels insane, but like, there we go. We got turn 2 Emry again. We could mill Mishra's Bauble, and they know that they're pressured to have Lightning Bolt. Yikes. Well, if I hit the Bauble with my Emry, we've got the Minamo to get rocking right off the bat. If you have never experienced Minamo plus Emry, you're in for a treat, assuming that we get there. Shoot. Well, I'm going to resolve my turn 2 Ren and 6, so I guess that's not the worst. Unless they also have the Bolt, which is very likely. Dear opponent, why are you playing such a good deck? Why is this the choice that you made? This deck could use maybe some Blood Chief's Thirst thing. Probably not, but it could do. Warren to the G. We did mill a Bauble. Also a Narset, Force of Negation, and Urza. Whoops. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare. If you play Uro into Bolt, I'm gonna be real upset. Not gonna lie. Oh. They didn't do it. Upkeep Bolt? Nope. Alright. Am I just drawing 2 cards? Then I can't Cryptic. Well, not necessarily. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just drawing 2 cards. Just hoping we pick up a Mana Leak or a Force of Negation here for their next turn. I would like to play this. What are you drawing, friend? Remand. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Almost told my Minamo I wanted to untap Mox Amber, which is not at all what we wanted there. You talking about Minamo, Brian? Minamo's Gasoline. Here, remand this? Mana Leak it? Force of Negation. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Oh, Blood Chief's Thirst. Yeah, Blood Chief's Thirst is definitely a quality Magic the Gathering card. I'd like to draw a Mana Leak now. It's not easy doing this, you know. Exiled it too. I mean, yeah. That's definitely. You know the sad part, Jiggy? I'm not even good at this. I'm not even good at this. This is. No, come on. The number of times we've gotten totally shafted here is also very high. Okay, so we know that they drew the remand. When did I bauble them? I baubled them on my turn. They played the Force, but then they drew their card and then they fetched. So yeah, they have the remand. So I can't resolve this Urza. So I need bang off the top. Yeah, I mean that is a card draw. It's a lot more mana intensive, but I'll take it. Also, on their turn, we can mess with their fetch land. So I like that. Okay, they didn't have the Force of Negation in their hand yet, so they didn't have the option there. Heyo! I mean, I'm not going to use it this turn, but next turn. We are played the Urzabox. It's a nice Magic the Gathering deck. I like very much. Here's where they hit us with like end of turn Cryptic. I guess we are gonna have to deal with this Ren and 6 soon enough, huh? Now it's plus. Yeah, what if we didn't? I would prefer not. If it's all the same to you. What are you gonna do? Force negation? Is that where we're at? That's right. I didn't think so. Alright. So we're really hoping we can get them to tap down on their turn. Then Thoughtseize their Force of Negation, and then resolve Tezzeret and beat down the Ren and 6 with, I guess, Mox Amber. So I'm not activating Nihil Spellbomb this turn. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not doing it. All right? So nobody tell me that I got to do it, because I definitely don't. I wonder if they were tilting off a little bit because they missed the... Okay, I kind of want to do it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. They can reset their Cryptic Command here if they want. I'm not going to stop them. It's fine. Island. Very well. You got it. Interesting. Yes, and? Gotta keep things moving here, opponents. Improv. Improv. You're on stream. Come on now. Yes, and. Okay. Okay. Alright, so first we take a bump, and then get some of that serum powder just right in my blood. Hook it to my veins! Serum powder or bust, baby! I miss playing serum powder decks a little bit. Force of Negation. So... if I attack Ren and 6 for 1 with Emry, basically puts me in, like, not the worst position. We can just buy time for another turn, so that's what we're going to do. I really hope what they have here is not Bolt and Veil of Summer. That would be pretty bad. Okay. That worked. Can I play Urza here? Into their open mana? No, I think probably better off to wait. I can't Mystic Sanctuary yet. Don't think that you can Mystic Sanctuary here, Zach. You have a lot of blue sources, but only 2 of them are islands, so don't do that. That would be bad and stupid and bad. All right, just pass the turn. We've got Cryptic plus Nihil Spellbomb with Kicker. I'm gonna call it Kicker. It's a bad Zach. It's like Sadak, but not sad. Bad Zach. Sadak. Dad Zach. Shut up. It's fine. It's great. Sure. Okay, so this turn we're gonna eat their fetch land with the Nihil Spellbomb. We are definitely eating their graveyard right now. I'm gonna fetch my island first, just because I don't want to get got with my mana tapped later on. I'll just get an island here, rather than a Watery Grave. Yeah. Okay, draws. Swamp is fine. Nice sanctuary, nerd. Okay. Huh. Well. Okay. So I've got Mana Leak plus Cryptic and or Urza and or Tezzeret. Sorry, Mana Leak plus one of these three. Oh, that should have been the Delta. In case I need to reset the... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's probably fine. Tez and beat the face of Ren 6. I just feel like there's no way Tezzeret resolves. And if I... There's no way I can win that fight, right? I think we go to combat first. We ping the Ren 6. And then we replay the Spellbomb. Yeah, I guess so. But I'm also, what I'm going to do here is maybe I get blown out by a bolt, but, no, not this turn at least. Okie dokie. I like this play. I like where I'm going to end up here. Gotta be the Cryptic Factor Fiction. Remand me. Or remand yourself, I guess. Both valid options. Sure. Oh, they reamended themselves. Okay, that's fine. Ha! It's funny, I said it, but I wasn't really expecting them to do it. No! Alright, well... Oh boy. If they have wreck here, that's the absolute worst for me. Sure. So I needed to keep both my artifacts in play in case I needed them for all of this stuff that I gotta do this turn. Because I can play Tezzeret, reset, Mana Leak, play the Mana Leak. Yeah, alright. I guess I just have Force of Negation open here too. Factor Fiction. I guess, yeah, we're definitely letting that resolve. Sure. Holy crap. So... So I think they take the double lightning bolt stack here, but it's not useful to them this turn. They have no red mana left. Archmage's Charm not useful to them this turn. So it looks pretty good for me. And I can still exile their graveyard. So, all right. Go nuts, my friend. Go nuts. Go nuts for donuts. Puts Misty Rainforest and Archmage's Charm in their graveyard. So they took the pile with Island Bolt. Tezzeret resolves. Boots up Mox Amber. Yep. Go to work, buddy. We die. All right. I can reset at instant speed, draw a card by nuking their yard, and the card that I reset is Mana Leak for sure. I guess I could reset another Force of Negation. What? Basically, whatever I'm resetting, I'm losing Urza or Cryptic Hairs. I think I want to do this proactively. So we'll put Mana Leak on top. The moment they only have one red. Don't think I'm cracking the Spellbomb until I need to for the fight. Ding ding. So they just fire off the bolt. Could pitch for force, then they'll play something. Then I end up in not a great spot, right? Yeah, I just, gotta let it go. I got a 5/5 Mox Amber. We're okay. They have fetch for bolt again. Well, first of all, they have another bolt in their hand. So I think I want to eat their graveyard here. Seems pretty valuable. So their hand is bolts plus some other nonsense. But keeping them on one bolt, keeping them on one red seems pretty okay. Maybe they have another fetch in their hand, but that's okay. They know I have Mana Leak. They don't necessarily know I have Force or Cryptic here. Oh. That was not expected. Should have been. Wasn't. Okay. Zombie plus Bolt could kill my Mox, but they don't have red mana right now. They're super choked on colors, actually. Or at least on the color red. It's fine. We jam Urza here. If Urza resolves, we're in reasonable shape. Even if he doesn't, we're not in the worst. Okay. Oh, they've got Bolt plus Ren and 6 ping. Yeah. I mean... Oh. Yeah. Hell yeah. Love that. Looks like my Urza's resolving. Seems good. Again, we know they have Bolt plus Ren 6 ping, but that means they're not getting a land for Field of the Dead necessarily. I will fire off Bauble to see what they're drawing. So I still have Cryptic. They have Remand? Yikes. Don't play the Cryptic, Zach. Don't do it. It's not a good plan. Not a good plan. You don't want to play the Cryptic into this stuff. It's devastating. Okay, so if I can successfully counter that, they have Remand. I know they have Remand. So I can play Force and then pitch for Force. Yeah, this is fine. So they could have other counter magic, but assuming that they Remand this, I'm happy. Remand is fine. Yeah, targets the Bolt, but you don't have a second red. I mean, okay. Field of the Dead should have been once per turn. I hate that crap. I think Field of the Dead is fine. They had a mountain in their hand. I think Field of the Dead is fine. It just is clearly breaking Modern a little bit, and that's fine. I hate all the cards they printed in the last couple of years where it's like, the first time you do this thing, and it's like, oh, but they're all bad. They're all like less than standard power level, right? Like they never end up being useful in any other format at all. All right, I guess we're tossing the Construct to kill Ren 6 finally, but I think that's fine. At this point, I feel like I should just attack them, but I'm not gonna. I don't know, like, I don't mind Field of the Dead. I wish that they had tested it and, like, yeah, that's the thing, is it wouldn't be, like, what if it was 9 land names, right, or something? But then it might not be good enough then either, but, like, you know, I mean, they could never, they clearly, Omnath is the first 3 times. Well, that's because it does something different each of the first 3 times, right? I mean, they could have made it, like, the 3rd or further time you trigger it. It just keeps getting more insane. They didn't for obviously, I think, good reasons, but they could have done. All right, so I think they're out of bolts. Probably should have kept track. Yeah, there you go. You could have had people pay mana for the trigger. Like 1 mana per zombie. That would really change the way that card works. If you have 7 or more lands, pay 1. If you do, sorry, when you do, it was mostly a joke. Omnath seems like an oversight. I mean, Omnath is clearly an oversight. I'm just saying, like, they could have made Omnath more obscene. And I think it's just as reasonable to think that they would have made that mistake. Opponent goes bottom. Very well. Mox Amber going the distance. He's going full speed. Racing and pacing and plotting in the course. Attacks? Oh, because they have a fetch. Yikes. Okay. 0.5 mana per zombie. That's the dream. Maybe they didn't realize just how good Triumphs are even in Standard. I mean, I think that's possible. The moment I saw the Triumphs, I was like, these cards are completely busted. Okay, well, I can't let that go, unfortunately. I could try to bounce my Mystic Sanctuary, but that feels like I'm definitely not going to win on that one. Tassis? What in the hell? Well, they got me. Okay, so they can fetch 1 zombie. So I'm going to attack here. And then next turn we reset. We reset the... None of those are... No, there is a fetch land. Shit. Okay, there's 1 fetch land. So depending on how they play this next turn, I could just win out of nowhere. I should have played the Watery Grave. It'll be fine. Probably. Maybe not. Okay, that's helpful. They fetch. The average American Field of the Dead has 1.5 zombies per turn. Good stat splits, good stats. Did they? Random 6. Do I care? Not really. Because they already had a fetch land in their hand. Thief it. Put your hands in his pocket and steal his wallet. Oh, they picked up the Triome. Oh, they already had the Misty. Yeah. Wait a minute. They don't have a fetch land. No, I should have countered that one. If they put the fetch land in here, I could get beat up. They didn't put the fetch land in. Okay. Oh, but they're at 6. Why is it so close? They failed their land drop after fetch. Yeah. They have no more fetch. Oh, I didn't even notice. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a day. Did not sleep well. Went for a run. Then everything's been kind of weirdly downhill from there. All right. All right. It's fine. It was about to be like, they shock? That would have been wild. So I'm gonna reset. No, they drew a bunch of cards. I'm gonna reset the Cryptic. I almost want to draw two. That's got to be totally negligent, right? We could try to kill them with their own zombie. They don't have a fetch in play. Actually, that's the play to win line. I'm gonna do that. All right, stop me. Okie doke. They can't beat my mana leak. I don't know, kill ya? Because they didn't put... Oh, Mord was right, though, because they... But they used their growth spirals. 2 of them. And they missed it there. Alright, so we snuck out a 3-2. Feels pretty good. Feels good to beat that matchup without drawing a single Narset. Because Narset would have been like a banger in that matchup, right? Weird. It was Mox Amber versus Renin 6 that game. That was that match. It was Mox Amber versus Renin 6 was the decider. Is that Tezzeret came down and made a 5/5 that never went away, and their Renin 6 stayed around the whole time. Yeah, that was a really good play. Good comment. Both Roy the boy and Brian. Love you guys. All right, so Kanister said this deck was not worth playing. I don't agree with him. I think it was a lot of fun. I think it was kind of neat. We never went Narset into Puzzle Box on anyone ever, so that's a little disappointing. But it was fine. Mana Leak over Metallic Rebuke seems fine when you're playing at something as low as 15 artifacts. But 15 is pretty okay. Time for some real jank. Oh my god, is it ever time for jank? Let me hook you up here. Thank you for the follow, C Mace Man.
And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Following cards are not recognized. That's fine. We'll see how many we're missing and where. Freeform? What, like good jazz? Alright, so we're about to play a teamer completely nonsense deck. If you are watching that league on YouTube, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. I didn't have any feedback on the deck of the Indomitable Piotr Kogowski. But Kanister said it wasn't worth playing, and I say, yeah, it was definitely worth playing. I don't know how one might attempt to tune it, but certainly worth a look. So hold on, let's get this jank on screen because it's about to be, oh, it's gonna be so gorgeous. There we go. Painted nails. So if you want to see some modern tooth and nail action, you strap yourselves in and stick around. Check out the next video on the Mana Symbol channel. I'll see you in just a minute.
Meanwhile,
gotta get the tunes on. iTunes. Let me get this loaded up to Stream Decker. Okay, this is set as my current deck on Stream Decker, so feel free to check out and criticize the insanity. Might make some tweaks right before we play it, but generally that's what we're doing here. Did all the grazers get cut, Brian? That was not something I told you to do, but maybe it's for the best. I don't love this main deck Spell Pierce. The one of. Maybe it's okay. If I'm going to play a one of main deck Spell Pierce, I kind of want to have it as a one of main deck Veil of Summer. Because that's who I am. That's who I am now. You wanted less Grazer, more interaction. Oh yeah. Blitz. That was my first big hit meme.
Meanwhile,
kind of tweaking it. Actually, it's probably fine as is. I just don't love the Spell Pierce. I'm just jamming one main deck Veil of Summer because I'm a bad person. To be fair, Odin's, when Jiggy and I debuted the Urian Karn or Rosa deck, we have a combo in our deck. We have a combo in our deck. You go Tooth and Nail, and I'm gonna talk about it in the deck tech. All right, I'm gonna rock with it like this. I think. I like this list though. Like I like the look of it. I'm gonna make my quality jokes during deck tech time. Well, that music is not loud enough for you guys. I mean, no Cape Canaveral for anybody! Oh my god, I love that. I love thinking about how long the flipping drive from Winnipeg to Cape Canaveral would be. Holy crap, dude. That's like 2.5 days of driving? That's really goddamn far. It's really far.
What are you in for?
I got a bad heart.
If I could give you my heart, Homer, I would.
Shut up, Flanders. You put the beer in the coconut and you put the beer in the coconut and drink it all up. You put the beer in the coconut and you put the beer in the coconut and throw the can. Alright, you bought a beer in the coconut and you put the beer in the coconut and drink it all up. You put the beer in the coconut and you put the beer in the coconut and God bless him. You can call it rain.
All right, so we'll do.
Meanwhile.